Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Sophie Cunningham, it is official. She has dismissed and ditched the boring brunette Caitlin Clark Kent, went and found herself another blonde bombshell for some clout chasing. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. I got to say, now, of course, you're not here to watch, but so thank you to those that are. But those of you that aren't, this message will find you. I'm very disappointed. Yesterday was the first day ever I got negative subscribers for an entire day. I've had them on videos because I do some controversial stuff, but for an entire day, y'all just said, no, I don't want your channel anymore. Man, a pox on all your houses. So, anyway, let's get to this. And Sophie Cunningham does have jokes. I think we all know that. I think one of the things that has um, elevated Sophie in terms of her popularity, yes, we can see the obvious, but she has a fantastic sense of humor. The things that she talks about, her response to getting whacked with the green, you know what, at the time. And as she says here, she happened to run into Sydney Sweeney. They had her picture taken. By the way, that's the blonde bombshell I'm talking about, who gets a lot of hate herself. So one of us forgot our assets at home. Let me put it that way. Yes, well, Sydney Sweeney has enough to go around. I'm just saying. So yeah, so she had her picture taken with Sydney Sweeney, and this was actually at an event. It was at a NASCAR race where Sophie was the honorary, I think, pace car people is how he put it, and New York Post puts it here too. Sophie Cunningham has jokes, like I said, after taking a photo with Sydney Sweeney at NASCAR race. So let's dig into this a little bit. WNBA star Sophie Cunningham had jokes after posing for a photo with actress Sydney Sweeney at the NASCAR Cup Championship at Phoenix Raceway on Sunday afternoon. And I think, like I said, one of us, like, yeah. So, look, man, here's the thing. Well, let me go down here and then I'll get it. Yes, okay, honorary pace car driver for the event while Sweeney brought out the checkered flag. Okay, so that is why they were both there for that. A lot of people are going to give them both heat just because it was a NASCAR event, and for some, I guess that means a more specific portion of America. But yeah, so 29-year-old Fever Guard has rapidly become one of the WNBA's most recognizable stars, bolstered by her provocative social media presence and opinionated podcast, from consistently trolling superstar teammate Caitlin Clark to offering a lighthearted response after being struck by the green thing in a game in August. Cunningham has been lauded for her sense of humor and has amassed over 3 million followers across Instagram, TikTok, and X. Yeah, so here's the thing. I think this is a formula that people should be paying attention to. I know there are people who are already didn't like Sophie Cunningham. They don't like what they think they know of her product, politics. Natasha Cloud, one of the dumbest people I've ever come across, said that Sophie Cunningham's vote meant she wanted to unalive Natasha Cloud, who meanwhile is campaigning for someone who will make her lifestyle illegal. But that's, the bizarreness of that disconnect is wild, but that's another topic. But going back to the WNBA for a thing is I think the WNBA and the players need to step back and look and understand why this is the way it is. Is Sophie Cunningham gorgeous, as objective as something like subjective beauty can be? I get it. Yes. Okay. I know there's going to be people who say she's not all that and this, that, but as close as you can to being objective about looks, the superficial, yes, she is. However, it's her personality that elevates her to get all of these fans that she's gotten as her name's gotten bigger because she went and played with Caitlin Clark. Look, people say, oh, she's clout chasing. Yes and no, I guess. I mean, it depends, I guess, how you're going to define it. Is she taking advantage of the opportunity that was given to her because she went to the Indiana Fever and played with Caitlin Clark? Yes, of course. Is that automatically a negative? No, I don't think it is. I think the way she's handled it is done very well. I think from everything I've seen, she's very sincere in her admiration for Caitlin Clark as a person and as a basketball player, and she's pursuing opportunities that are good for her. I mean, if she wasn't as competitive as I know her to be, I could see her leaving basketball now to pursue these other opportunities. I mean, you might see her acting. She did that thing with Good Morning America, and she just looked very natural. She's done media before. I think she's just very polished, very good in front of a camera. She's got her podcast. I think the future is bright for Sophie Cunningham above and beyond basketball. But the WNBA should take a look at players like her who have been able, and I mean this as a positive, take advantage of Caitlin Clark coming into the league. Be likable, be approachable, be self-deprecating, be able to handle criticism and make jokes out of it and understand that that's just part of the world and the way it is, and stop automatically playing victim and reverting to the ists and the isms and the phobes and all that crap, because no one likes it and no one cares anymore. They just don't. As soon as you say certain things that paint you as a victim in response to a perfectly normal comment, or even a quote unquote hate comment from some troll, a lot of people, more and more people, they just write you off now. They don't care about that approach. And we see that far too often in the WNBA. And I talked about this in another video where I played a clip for by Jaden Shaw. I think she's still 20, I believe, very, very young, played for the US women's national team. Incredibly likable, comes across just like a kid her age who loves what she's done, loves the opportunity that she's gotten in playing for the women's national team, enjoys the fans, answers every question without, looking at, like Kalia Copper could learn a thing or two when someone asks a question and you just look at them and what? Because you're not listening because you're an entitled brat. Maybe take a step back and say, hey, you know what? There's more to why Sophie Cunningham's so popular than just the fact that, well, I was going to say that she doesn't have a tan, but we know Sophie tan. She even mocks Caitlin Clark for being so pasty white as if she's like Casper. But you know what I'm saying here. But anyway, I don't want to drag it out. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But I didn't even look under. Well, I posted something in response to it, but I didn't even look under it because I just don't want it to be ruined by you. You know the kind of people that are gonna, and that's my point. You know the kind of people that are gonna find that post with Sydney Sweeney and make comments under it. And those are the type of people that too many in the WNBA react to, and they get all upset and they play victim, and then the media pretends like it's an entire fan base that's acting like that, and it's absolutely bizarre. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for checking out this video. Really do appreciate it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel now more than ever, because we have fewer subscribers than we did yesterday. Yes, we're further away from 15,000. Oh, some of you, some of you might. Well, anyway, I won't get into my Mike Tyson speech, but anyway, I'll go have an amazing day, or the day you deserve, maybe both, and I will talk to you later.